do you balance your hormones naturally during menopause? Hot flashes, mood swings, fatigue. If you're feeling out of sync with your body, your hormones might just be the culprit. But the good news is you can balance them naturally without relying on medication. Hormonal imbalances during menopause affect your energy, your mood, and even your metabolism. But you can take charge and start feeling better by balancing your hormones naturally. In this video, I'll share some simple strategies that you can use to balance your hormones through nutrition, through exercise, and stress management, so you can feel more like yourself again. Hit subscribe if you want more practical tips to take control of your menopause and feel empowered through this transition. What's happening to your hormones in menopause? Let's take a look. During menopause, your estrogen, progesterone and testosterone levels, they fluctuate, causing changes in your mood, your energy and your stress levels. And then this directly affects other key hormones which should be in balance with each other. You see, one of these hormones that should be in balance is cortisol, and it's sometimes called the stress hormone. And when cortisol rises, it can create feelings of anxiety, fatigue, and irritability, even if you're doing everything right to manage stress. This is how it works. You see, when you're stressed, body triggers a system called, are you ready for a big word? The hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA for short. And this tells the adrenal glands, which sit here just above your kidneys. They're small, about the size of these tomatoes. And they release cortisol. That's the job of HPA. It tells the little adrenal glands to release cortisol, the stress hormone. What's all that about? Well, small amounts. It's fine. It can be beneficial because it helps you with energy and with focus. Chronic stress results in excessive cortisol production, and that's where the problem lies. Cortisol steals a hormone building block called, another big word alert, pregnenolone. So pregnenolone is a hormone that is used to produce both progesterone and cortisol, and your body can't do both at the same time. So what happens under chronic stress is that the body prioritizes cortisol production over progesterone, and that leads to a further reduction in progesterone levels. And it gets worse. Prolonged stress can also suppress estrogen production, leading to even more severe menopausal symptoms like hot flashes, mood swings, and brain fog. That's why when stress levels rise, cortisol interferes with that balance of estrogen and progesterone, making you feel more wired even when you're exhausted. So we've discussed how important it is to manage stress and to keep cortisol levels in check. To make it even easier for you, I've created a free menopause symptom tracker. This tool helps you track your symptoms and identify patterns that are directly linked to your energy and stress levels. And once you know what triggers your symptoms, you can take a lot more control over them. Click the link in the description below to grab your free symptom tracker and start taking action today. Let's look at some natural ways to balance your hormones. I've got a few tips for you. My first one is nutrition for hormonal balance. How can you do that? We'll start by incorporating some healthy fats, some lean protein, and some omega-3s into your diet, because these help balance your hormones like estrogen and progesterone. Foods like avocado, salmon, and flaxseed are also great choices. Second tip, managing stress to lower cortisol. Reducing cortisol is key. You see, you can lower stress by practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, or yoga, because these activities calm your nervous system and they restore balance to your hormones. They feel a bit strange at the beginning because it's not something we're used to, but the benefits are so obvious once you start that you soon get over that and you start to really enjoy these activities. And then there's exercise. So exercise is another great way to support hormone balance, especially strength training and cardio. Go and lift some weights. They're really good for women because these boost our endorphins and regulate insulin, and this helps stabilize our mood. Strength training really is critical for women our age, but we'll talk about that a bit more another time. So let's look at 3 great long-term strategies for maintaining hormonal balance. The first one is sleep hygiene. So, a bit of a strange term, but a really effective thing to do. You see, hormonal health starts with sleep quality. You need to aim for between 7 and 9 hours of sleep, and try and make your bedtime routine calming to promote that optimal hormone production. The next tip is to be consistent. You see, the key to balancing your hormones is creating a routine, whether it's adding movement, better food choices, better sleep, or mindfulness practices. Consistency will really give you long-term results. And the third tip is to track your process. By tracking your symptoms, you can see what changes are making a difference, and it will also help you stay consistent in managing your health. I had a client who started tracking her sleep patterns and noticed a direct link between poor sleep and high stress. And once she established a better sleep routine, her symptoms really improved. If you want a simple tool to track your symptoms and to see how different changes affect your hormones, download my Menopause Symptom Tracker for free. Just click the link in the description below. And if you want to discuss how to personalise these strategies for your unique symptoms, then schedule a clarity call with me. I'd love to talk it through with you. Balancing your hormones doesn't have to be complicated. With the right nutrition, exercise, and a bit of stress management, you can regain control of your health and feel much more stable during menopause. Remember, small consistent changes lead to big results. It's about creating a routine that works for you.